Hello guys. So today in this video we will learn how to create a very special game. So we have seen few games before this video. Sometimes we need something different which you must know about them. Like we can say if you want to jump your sprite in your game, then what will you do? So we must learn about that how we can make our sprite jumping. Okay, so now I am showing you one game in which my sprite is jumping and it's a very interesting game, I think. So you will enjoy this game. First I will show you the demo of this game and then I will move to the coding part. So just go to the demo part. So see, this is my one sprite, or we can say a ghost, and that will jump here. And here we have some data like score, loss status and level. So level means you have to cross some levels here, level 1, 2, 3 like that. And score means how much penguins you have crossed. Now what are penguins here? So as I will start this game, penguins will come from this position and then they will move on this slide, and then ghost have to cross them just like a jumping ghost. Okay, so what we will have to do is we have to more penguins you can cross, because this will increase your score number. And I have put some conditions here, like if my score is greater than 20, then I will move to the level 2. Similarly, if my score is crossing like 30 or 40, then I will move to level 3 like that. So these are some conditions. You can use conditions for your own requirement as your own demand. As I will press space key, then my ghost will jump. Okay, so let's see how it will happen. I'm executing this game, so for that I'm clicking on this flag button. Okay, now see, penguins are coming and you have to cross them like that. So my score is 2 now. Okay, so you have to just cross them as more penguins you can, and as you will touch any penguin, then what will happen? You will lose this game. Now see, this is your level 2. Okay, so this is my level 2. As my score is crossing, my score is greater than 5. Okay, see, this is my level 3 because my score is 10 now. Okay, now I will show you how can I lose this game. So if I touch any penguin, then see what will happen. So let's see how we can do coding for that game, and then you will get idea how you can create such games. Okay, so let's move to the coding part. This is your script area. Okay, first I will show you the coding part of your penguin, because they are very important here. First they will come and then your sprite have to jump. Okay, so see, let's zoom it. So this is my first code. Whenever my flag button is clicked, my loss status will set to 0 and my score will set to 0. Now what is my loss status? So loss status is that which will show the status, so if I lost this game or not. So this is just for using in the code. Okay, so my score is set to 0 whenever I start the game. Now come to this, when flag clicked, you have to create clones, because we need as much penguins are coming from this side, and I have to create clones of those penguins because we need more number of penguins here. So that's why I'm creating clones for them, and they are moving from this position to this position. Okay, so let's see. Repeat until not loss status equal to 0. It means you have to create clones until you are not losing this game. So this is just a condition, and that's why I have used your loss status. And you have to create clone of myself, that is penguin, because we are coding on that penguin, so that's why we are using here myself. And then you have to wait for some time, because you just want to bring your penguins randomly. So that's why I have used your wait seconds. Pick random number from 1 to 5 seconds. Okay, now come to this, when I start as a clone. So this is complete code for a particular clone, and that code will be followed by every clone of that penguin. So this is what penguin have to do here. So first hide. So initially your penguin is not visible, so that's why here we have used hide. And then we have go to x260 y minus 136. Now why this? What is x260? So see, bring your cursor at this position. Here your x is 236. Okay, this is your x coordinate, this is your y coordinate. So bring your cursor here and you have x equal to 238. So now you want x greater than this number, because you want to place your penguin somewhere like here. So I'm using here 260, just a random number, greater than 236, and y minus 137 here. So I'm just using minus 136 because I want penguin to start coming from that position. So this is my initial position of penguin, and then I want to show my penguin, so that's why I have used here show block, and then I repeat this code. What is that code? Change x by minus 5, that is changing the x coordinate of penguin by minus 5, that is moving in that left direction, that's why minus 5. And then if touching which, that is your jumping ghost, then you have to set your lost status to 1, that is you are losing this game. So that's why we are setting your lost status to 1, and then we are switching backdrop to backdrop 2. Now what is backdrop here? So backdrop is your background which is showing the you lost condition. I will show you that. Before that, if I'm not touching the which, then you have to change your score by 1. That is, if we have crossed that penguin, if your jumping ghost have crossed that penguin, then your score will be increased by 1. So this is code for your penguin, right? So whenever your flag clicked, clones will be created and your penguins will come from that position to that. Okay, so this is your normal code. Now come to backdrop. So just come here, stage 4 backdrops, and come to this. So these are your backdrops. This is my level 1 backdrop. Whenever we lost this game, this is backdrop of that is background of that level. This is level 2 and this is level 3. You can use any background for any level. Okay, now come to penguin's code. Penguin code. Okay, now see here I have switch backdrop to backdrop 2. So backdrop 2 is actually losing the game background, so that's why I'm just switching my backdrop to backdrop 2 and setting my lost status to 1, and I'm just creating clones until my lost status is not equal to 0. Okay, that is whenever your lost status is equal to 1, then this condition will become false, and so just like that. Okay, now come to the which, that is jumping ghost, and see whenever your flag clicked, switch backdrop to backdrop 1, that is level 1, right? So you have to just come to level 1 whenever your flag clicked. Now next you have to set level to 1 and then wait until score equal to 5. So as my score will equal to 5 or greater than this, you have to just set your level to 2 and broadcast level 2. Now what is broadcast? So broadcast will broadcast a message which is level 2 here. Okay, and this will move to this when I receive any message. Okay, so this we have seen in a conversation video. So you know this block functioning. So when I receive level 2, you have to switch backdrop to backdrop 4, which is for level 2 background, right? Next you have to just wait until your score equal to 10, then again you have to set level to 3, then broadcast level 3, and then it will jump to when I receive level 3, I have to switch my background to background 3, right? Next you have to wait until score equal to 15, and then you have to switch backdrop to background 3, just like that. Okay, so this is clear now, I think. Now see, when right arrow key pressed, then you have to move 120 steps forward, and when left arrow key is pressed, then you have to use move minus 30 steps. So this is just for controlling the motion of your jumping ghost, right? Now next come to this code. Whenever your flag clicked, if not color yellow is touching blue. Now this is important part here. See the costume of which I have used here yellow rectangle, and I have used here this blue part. So whenever this yellow color is touching this blue part, then what should happen? If this color is not touching, then you have to change y by minus 100. That is, you have to bring your ghost in downward side. And if this color is touching this, then you have to change your y by 100. That is moving it in upward direction. But when your space key is pressed, okay? So what it means? Initially, this yellow color is touching this. It means if now you will press space key, then what will happen? It will move your ghost in upward direction, and in upward direction this yellow color is not touching this color. Then what will happen? It will change your y by minus 100. That is, again it will come to this position, and your leftward motion and rightward motion, we are controlling it by left arrow key and right arrow key. So by using that code, you are just controlling the jumping of your sprite, right? So this is what, whenever I will press space key, then it will jump and it will again come to downward position, and again this yellow color will touch this blue color. So that's why it's present here and we are controlling its jumping. Right, now if whenever your yellow color is not touching blue color, then it will again come to the downward position like that. So this is your jumping of sprite, and we are controlling the jumping using that code. After clicking space button when sprite is in air, then this will bring sprite down again. This is code for that, and this is when space key pressed, it will jump sprite in upward direction. So it will change if color is touching this color, then you have to repeat this change y by 100, right? If you want to change this color, then just click on that, you will get this type of cursor, then move to any part of your game and this color will be changed by that color. So just like this, I have clicked on that, then it will change to this. Okay. Similarly, if I want to change it, okay, wait. Okay, now I want to change this red color, then I will click on that, then I will move to that yellow color and it will again to changed by that yellow color. So this is how we can change the color in that block and how we can control the jumping of sprite using that code. So I think that was interesting game and you enjoyed this game, and you can create such games. Okay, so just try more and more example, and by doing practice I think you will be very good in Scratch programming. So just keep doing practice and try to make more and more games. Thank you.